Hey everybody, it's Luke Newcomer here with the Newcomer Group. We're standing on Anastasia Island's newest development in the heart of the Davis Shores, Cortez on the water. Brian Greiner, the developer of this project, was gracious with his time. We're going to interview him and get all your questions answered. Let's go check it out. How many floor plans do we have in place for these 30 units? Do they get to choose them? Are they spaced out?
One floor plan that we're building right now is 2,762 square feet. 4-bedroom, 3-bath plan, which has some optional variations. For instance, 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. We could potentially offset that 4th bedroom so that you have a larger suite, so 3-bedroom suites. Enlarged master suite overlooking the water. The only other floor plan is, for instance, on units 15 and 16, we had to invert the master plan because obviously when you wake up in the morning, you want to look out your window and see the ocean. And that's slightly over 2,800 square feet. So we just have those 2 floor planes at this point. So the value proposition is that regardless of where you are on the site, everyone's going to have a view. Obviously, those views will be different. Some people will have views of the lighthouse or the city skyline, whereas other people, in units 29 and 30 would have direct views potentially of the ocean and intercoastal due to the height of the roof deck. There really is no development sites available, so we actually had to acquire 3 separate parcels and combine them into this Cortez on the Water development site, which is roughly 5 acres. We
got 30 units going on here, which in my opinion seems pretty boutique if you compare it to other condo complexes, development, construction going on. Your base pricing, you're starting at $699 up to $1.2. On a price per square foot basis, you're kind of right where everybody else is, if not a little bit under. Is pricing going to increase as you continue to start selling this community out?
Absolutely. This is introductory pricing, as you've seen with the boat slip offer and some of the perks that we're offering in this first phase. There's a value proposition for investors who are empty nesters that want to come and purchase and rent their units out. It could be a really good income producing asset as well. If you look at Ocean Gallery, I think the comps have come in somewhere around $585 a foot.
Yeah, for oceanfront. I mean, it's a very older building, higher HOA.
30 years old.
And you find that a lot, especially when you go to St. Augustine Beach. You've got a lot of older oceanfront complexes with higher HOAs than 475 here and might not offer as much. So it seems like it's quite competitive with what's happening on Anastasia Island in the market.
Right.
So with everything going on with this project that you're developing, what's your favorite thing happening with this project you're most proud of?
I'd have to say it's proximity to nightlife and restaurants. The Llama restaurant, which is one of my favorites, a Peruvian restaurant right down the street.
Owners are great people.
Absolutely dynamite. Proximity to the Conch House, Mellow Mushroom. It's just a great location. I've really fell in love with this waterway. This is a very unique piece of property, and we really spent a lot of time going through the design process to make sure it's preserved and the development is very high-end and not just a tract home community.
It's interesting you say that because, I mean, in my opinion, the Davis Shores is such a timeless neighborhood for Anastasia Island and St. Augustine, and it's pretty cool that you're being able to put your footprint in this neighborhood and have something that's almost like a legacy.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's say I walk into this place, want to put a contract on a townhome here. Walk us through start to finish of executing a contract. What can the consumer buyer expect once a contract goes put on this?
So we have about a 180-day process start to finish.
Okay.
For this style of product, we think it's relatively quick. You'll have a 14-day right of rescission once we produce the condominium documents for your review. There'll be a 10% deposit required. No other deposits required except for upgrades. If you decide to upgrade your unit.
Okay. When you say upgrades, we're not talking about opening up spaces. You're talking about finishes such as granite levels, backsplash, flooring, that kind of stuff. You're not customizing these units for anybody, correct?
Well, we have the option with our builder. Basically, what we're providing is a very high-end product, granite countertops or very high-end finishes. We have quartz countertops.
Okay.
We've already ran into some customers that want very high-end finishes. I'm talking glass countertops, which is great. I mean, it's a very high-end community. So that will be negotiated with the builder. On a zone basis, so there's 5 zones throughout the building.
Okay.
And we can go into that a little bit more with the builder whenever we get him.
Okay. There you have it. If you've got any additional questions for myself or my team, please contact us directly at the Newcomer Group. We'd love to share what's happening in this neighborhood and this development. Brian, thanks a bunch for your time.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.